Be me, 27, software dev, professional bug creator, physique of a man who considers carrying groceries in from the car a full workout. My greatest physical achievement is opening a stubborn jar of pickles. Once, in 2017. Match with a girl on Hinge. Let's call her Sarah. Photos are cute, her in hiking gear, her with a golden retriever. One photo of her in what looks like heavy-duty work clothes, smiling and covered in soot. Bio says, I can cook a great meal, carry you out of a burning building, and I fall asleep to the sound of sirens. Your move. Oh God.jpg. She's a firefighter. Managed to secure a date. Am nervous. What do I even talk about? So, seen any good fires lately? We meet for drinks. She's even cooler in person. She asks about my day. I talk about a frustrating bug with a JavaScript library. I ask about her day. Pretty standard. We had a cat in a tree call, a medical assist for a guy who fell off a ladder, and we'd put out a small kitchen fire in a downtown apartment. My brain just blue screens. I spent 8 hours trying to vertically align a div. She rescued a cat and saved a dude's kitchen from turning into a charcoal briquette. Feel my testosterone levels drop into the negatives. Somehow, she agrees to a second date. And a third. Dating a firefighter is different. First time she comes over to my apartment. Nice place. Your smoke detector is more than 8 years old. You should replace it. And you don't have a carbon monoxide detector. Also, that power strip is overloaded. She does a full safety audit of my apartment in the first 5 minutes. I'm both terrified and incredibly aroused. A few months in, I'm cooking dinner, spaghetti, my specialty. Pan gets a little too hot, olive oil smokes up a bit. The smoke detector goes off. Beep, 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 beep. My reaction? Panic. Wave a dish towel at it uselessly like a moron. Sarah walks into the kitchen from the living room, not a single flicker of panic in her eyes, just mild annoyance. She calmly walks over, rips the detector off the ceiling with one hand, pops the battery out, and silences the screeching banshee of my failure in under 3 seconds. She looks at me, dish towel still in hand, frozen mid-flap. You should really get a new one of these. This model is prone to nuisance alarms. She then perfectly seasons the spaghetti sauce. Meet her work friends at the station barbecue. I show up in a nice polo shirt and chinos. I am immediately surrounded by a dozen people who look like they could bench press my car, men and women. They all have nicknames like Truck, Axe, and Proby. Her captain, a man the size of a refrigerator with a mustache that could command armies, shakes my hand. My entire arm goes numb up to the elbow. So you're the computer fella Sarah's been talking about. You look like you could use a steak. He hands me a plate with a piece of meat the size of my head. Spend the rest of the night listening to stories about things being on fire while trying not to look like a weak little city boy. I fail. Last week, we're assembling an IKEA bookshelf. The ultimate relationship test. I'm sweating, confused by the pictograms, about to have an aneurysm. I drop a heavy shelf on my foot, let out a little yelp, start hopping around. Ow, ow, ow. Fudge. Sarah doesn't even laugh. Just pure professional calm. Sit down. Let me see it. Wiggle your toes. She does a full medical assessment on my foot, pronounces it just a boo-boo, and then proceeds to assemble the entire goddamn bookshelf by herself in 15 minutes using only a tiny Allen key and pure rage. It doesn't even wobble. She's currently sleeping next to me. She sometimes makes little siren noises in her sleep. My apartment is now safer than Fort Knox. My cooking is improved, and I know way too much about fire suppression systems. I open the jars now, not because I can, but because she lets me. MyQueen.gif.